The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go from Cleveland. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And they stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Get 300! Get 300! Yeah, live.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Their own 32-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Let's go.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. Now he's free at the 35. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. The Browns at 13-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Ready, go.
Now Sanders. Quick slant complete to Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
If you don't, you cough it up, and if they did right there. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
We need 626 side.
Rodgers now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
88. Go to 50.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. You look at this Browns defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The first catch of the ball game there from Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
And the Steelers first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
58.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game board here.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Staying over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 75th.
Sanders to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hit. 7th Cowboy 80.
Throwing, Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
To throw is Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Drop 50, drop 60. Get up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That one, it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10.
18 Rebel, 18 Rebel. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
26, 50.
On play action, Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, 620.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here is 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Completes it to Austin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And again, it's Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second. They'll force the ball free and kept them out of the end zone.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. Sampson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready?
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
3rd and 9 here.
Let's go now. Hurt. Cowboy 80.
Here's Sanders. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Something taken from me. Lost all I was been messing with me. Can't touch all that made me.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Hey, check 26. Look at you.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
319. Back north. 319.
Here's Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19. Go. Crack all 80.
Now Sanders. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Viking 18.
From the gun, it's Shador. And that'll fall incomplete. He was was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
That's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run and play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
The career is my estate, we your promise. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some
Now first and goal.
Cadet. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And it's the 2 teams talking over on their respective sides.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see Saul. Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about the
back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Off the option, that's complete. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Steelers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Connected with Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll come up now on second down. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head knock. true indeed. Yes, I get reckon that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. These two baby vice Q-tip, I leash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey,